This is the Ferrari F8 Spider, a 2023 car, just been finished from production. And we have it here. And it's not very usual because the F8 Spider production ended, I think, after one and something year. So it's very rare to have a 2023 because, as you know, the 296 is on the market for quite some time. And we have this beauty now here. Where to start? The color combination, classic color combination. Rosso Corsa, red. Interior is nero, black with giallo, but we're going to show it to you a little later. We start from the front. So very nice. What I really like is on the front you don't have a lot of stuff. You have the nice headlights, very thin. You have the daytime running lights over here. And you have parking sensors. That's it. Nothing else, which is really nice because it's a clear design and not a lot of stuff you can see or which can get damaged because it's mechanical, electronic, whatever. So it's really nice. In combination here on the car is a lot of black. As you can see, we have black inserts here, we have black inserts over there, we have the black grille. We have here the upper from the headlights also in black. You can see it's all blacked out. And of course here in the front we have it also black here. It goes through where the air goes through. Now from the front, to be honest, for me personal, I like the F8 very much. More than the 296, but it's my opinion. It's a very nice car. We have a Spider version here, which is very, how can I say? I like it more. It's more attractive in the way it looks, I think. A convertible is always very nice. But especially here on the F8, it looks really cool because you have these little humps behind the seats. I will show it to you from the back. Color scheme continued, as I said. We have giallo brake calipers. Of course, we have the logos from Ferrari. Here's also the Scuderia Ferrari shields. And we have these gray silver forged wheels. Nice design, very good looking. A big ceramic brake behind it. You need it. This car is really fast. So it's a sports car, not a sports car. It's a super sports car, I would say, because the 720 horsepower engine, V8 engine, is very capable of doing like 340 kph, I think. This is really fast, so big brakes are needed. From the side, you can see without the roof, it's really beautiful looking. And this is what I was speaking about. These little humps here behind the seats. They look really nice, especially from the back. Sidewise, we have air intakes here. As you can see, the air flows through here. And we have a black line below the door. So color scheme-wise, it continues, it matches. But the best part is, and this is why I'm so fast, the back. Look at the back, especially the rear lights. I like that they have just a thin circle for the lights. This is really nice and very luxurious and light. It makes the car lighter. I mean, it's a heavy car, it's a big car, but these small things make it, the proportions then are better to see. Small details matter. So we have big diffuser in black. We have black ceramic exhaust pipes, very big actually, and they make a lot of noise. You're gonna hear it later. And this is what makes the car also very aggressive from the back when you see it. You have a lot of downforce. The faster you drive, the more the car is pressed to the ground. A rear view camera, of course. Car needs a rear view camera. And of course, parking sensors. So, but from the back, as I said, the looks is really, really nice. Of course, you have the Ferrari horse over here. We have the Ferrari lettering over here above the engine. So, and I think the view from this point is very, very cool. For the interior, I told you before, we have a classic look. We have racing seats in carbon fiber, black with giallo accents. So we have the center stripe in giallo, we have the horse stitched in giallo, and we have giallo stitching at the seats. dashboard, steering wheel, and doors. For me, it's the perfect matchup. This color combination is the most beautiful one. I love the yellow stitching on the black leather. So let's sit inside. So here we are inside our F8 Spider. And automatically, what always surprises me is this thin steering wheel. Most of the cars have a thicker steering wheel, but Ferrari, however, does it that you have a small, thin steering wheel, but it feels still very, I can't explain it. It still feels solid and perfect. So it's very thin for a sports car. You have carbon fiber. We have a flattened bottom. Carbon fiber, of course, here. LEDs. It's called the code, actually, for the steering wheel. So here it'll go from blue to red to shift gears, for example, if you drive in manual mode. But it's very nice. You can grab it. It's manual, which is much better than electric. So it's fast adjusted. Where is it? Perfect. 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 So that's the steering wheel. We have a lot of controls over here. Actually, not a lot, but a few. We have the indicator, right and left, of course. We have the high beam, suspension mode, start button. We can do voice control, taking a telephone call. This is the Manettino. We can adjust here the driving mode. So we have wet, sport, race, CT off and ESC off. And we have the wipers here. We can do automatic mode and always all that stuff. Put it to 0. So this is the steering wheel. And of course, this is, can you hear it? It's metal. It's not plastic. We have the big shifting pedals. This is really fun to drive with them, believe me. And we have the yellow stitching, the giallo stitching everywhere, which is, I like it. The dashboard is covered completely in leather. Of course, F8 Spider is here. We have a passenger display over here, so the passenger can see how fast you're driving. Sometimes good, sometimes maybe not. We have a lifting system in the car. And of course, the camera stuff. We have a climate control, 2-zone climate control for each passenger here. And we have the bridge over here, so we can adjust. This is the launch control, automatic mode, so the car drives as an automatic transmission car, or the reverse. Hazard light, electric windows. And here we got the switch for the top up, top down, and for the small window in the back, if we want to have it up or down. Here we got a USB port and some storage. A Ferrari badge over here as well. And we have here, again, a small cup holder, or you can put anything here. I think this one is for the key, actually. You can put the key on. Yeah, then we have manual seats. So front to the front and to the back is manual. So you could see. And we have a lifter, but it's manual by hand. So I have to pump it. But it's okay. It's very fast. And it's better to have no lifter at all, because you need these small things. The lifter you need before the racing seats. Actually, they are very comfortable, and I think you can even drive long distances with them. You have a small menu. Let me check if I can turn on. No. Okay, it says electronic key not detected. Maybe I don't have it with me. But you have a small screen over here and one screen over here, as you can see. So you have also adjustment for it. You got the home button and the other menu buttons. So you can go to navigation, to radio, to settings and everything. You can adjust over this little control unit, let's say like this, for the right one. For the left one, I have a control unit over here. I can see the G-forces, speed, RPMs and everything through here. Mirrors are electric adjustable. They are auto dimming, electrochromatic, and for electric folding. And we have a sound system, as you can see here. Wait, that's the light. Here from JBL. And we have here the opening for the front bonnet and for the fuel filler cap. So that's it for the front, I would say. Let's jump to the front again, but for the trunk. So here we have the key. Perfect matching to the car color. And we're gonna open the trunk. There we are. And some stuff is in. Protection for the seat. We have a number plate holder, the triangle, a pajama for the car, so a car cover. We have a kit for compressor if you have a flat tire and everything. We got all options. Here is always a plate in the trunk where you can see all the options of the car. So that's it for the trunk. So let's check out the engine. However, I think we will not see a lot, but let's, you can see, yeah, it's not a lot, but you can see a little bit. This is the last V8 from Ferrari in this section of car, the 296, which we had, I think, earlier is a V6, and now this one was a V8 and is a V8, 720 horsepower output, which is a lot, and emotional sound also included. Of course, you can see it's red painted, as you can see over here, not only the cover, but you can see the red painting. It's laying down very deep. It reminds me of the SF90, where it also lays down very deep. Yeah, very nice. And of course, we need to show you also how the roof closes. And it's really fast. See, you don't wait a long time. And closed. Perfect. And even looking better. So now you can drive 340, and if you get traffic jam or whatever, you want to enjoy the sun, you just open it. And there you go, you can enjoy the sun and have a nice little drive.